Hey everybody, it's Pamela here, and I have asked all of you guys to introduce yourselves, and you don't have to do a video if you don't want to, but I like to do videos because I feel like it kind of gives you something to put with a face, with a name, and it makes it a little bit more personable. So here I am. So I'm Pamela Kubas, your Beachbody coach. I may not be your official Beachbody coach. There are other coaches that are in this group with us. But I wanted to welcome you to the 21-Day Fix. If you have never done it before, I'm excited for you. And I just want to give you a few tips. So I have my notebook here so I don't forget what I want to tell you. But first I want to introduce myself. So like I said, I'm Pamela Kubas, and I've been a Beachbody coach now for about 1.5 years. And I did P90X for about 3 years. And then when I got into Beachbody, I did another round of P90X. And then I got into T25, and I've done P90X3 and Body Beast. And now, literally for the last 6 months, I have done, actually 5 months, I've done 21-Day Fix. And I love it. Absolutely love it. And the biggest change for me has been my eating. And believe it or not, I thought I was a really healthy eater. And I've never been a bad eater, but my portions were not accurate the way that they should be. And so that's been the biggest change for me. And I think if you ask some of the other members in here that I've done it previously, they might say the same thing. I might have been eating the right things, I just wasn't eating those things in the right portions. So I look forward to helping you on your journey as well. I'm also a marriage and family therapist, and currently we live in Korea. We're getting ready to leave Korea and start our journey elsewhere. And so we will see where this goes. I'm a mom of 3 kids, Victoria, Nicholas, and Madison. And currently they are 11, 10, and 8. And my husband is in the Air Force. And we are, like I said, currently stationed here in South Korea. So I'm going to be on this journey with you. My husband and I are going to go through this program once again, which is totally fine with me. I love the workouts. I really enjoy them. I love the eating. I always feel so good when I'm on it. When I start to stray and get off of it, I can feel the difference, and I hope that you will too. So here's some tips, and you can take them, you can leave them, do whatever, but I want to make sure I gave these to you. Number 1, do not compare. What I mean by that is, you're going to see people on the videos. Don't compare yourself to anybody on those videos. You can use them as guides, you can use them for inspiration, but don't compare yourself. If you see that they're doing it all the way through the full minute, and you feel like you literally can only do 4, do 4. Compare yourself only to yourself. If you're doing this with a friend or a family member or a group, don't compare yourself to the person next to you. Only compare yourself to how you do on Monday's workout to how you did last Monday. Push yourself to do 1 more or 2 more than you did last time. But don't compare yourself to the person next to you. You are all, everybody's made differently. We all have different body types, we all have different circumstances, and we're all starting at different points. So if you compare yourself to somebody, you're really doing yourself a disservice, because we all are in different places in our life right now. So just compare yourself to you and how you did last time, and that is how you're going to stay with it. Number 2, when you're doing your meals, number 1, if you work and you have to take meals with you, or say you and your spouse are doing it together and one of you has to take meals with you, make sure you watch my meals to go video. I kind of give you an idea of how to make those and prepare those so that you can have those to go for the next day. I always say, if you are not preparing yourself to succeed, you are preparing yourself to fail. So make sure that you are thinking ahead and you're preparing yourself to succeed. If you are trying to literally wake up and go, okay, what do I make today? I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have a much harder time at completing the 21 days and being successful. So prepare to succeed. One of the ways that you can do that is, one of the things that I have done from literally day 1 is, 1, we don't cook differently for our children. Now that is up to you, and some of you have gluten intolerances or dairy intolerances or different things, or vegetarians, whatever it is. So I get that. You may have to make some things differently. But we don't have those, and I just, we've never really made different things for our kids, but especially in this, we don't make things differently. The only time we ever do is if we want to make something really spicy. And so what we do is any of the meals that we're making for dinner, we make in excess. So we make enough for all 3 of our kids to eat with us, but I make just enough so that I can measure out, when I make it, I measure it out for Steve and myself for that night, for the dinner, and I also, before I ever mix it up for my kids, I measure it out for Steve to take to work the next day, and I measure it out for me to have for lunch the next day. It makes it so much easier to be successful in the 21 days when I'm not having to make a different meal for every single meal. So on Monday night, I know that's what we're having for Tuesday lunch, but Monday night when I put it in that Tupperware, Tuesday's ready. It's done. And it's so much easier. So I really encourage you, if you think that you're going to need a little bit of extra help to be successful, make sure that you do that. Another thing is, find a workout time that you know that you can be most successful at. For me, that means I need to really have the least amount of distractions. I need to make sure that I'm not answering my phone. I put my phone away. I really, really try hard to never have my phone near me. I used to like to have the music coming from my phone, but then I would find that I would also see when Facebook messages would come up or people would email me, and that just became a distraction. So just put whatever your distractions are and put them away. I know that a lot of you have young kids, and I know that it's really hard to wake up early, and if that's the case for you and you don't want to try to do that, I just encourage you, think about your day and find when the least distractions are and schedule it into your calendar. I know that I'm kind of what people call a type A personality. I like to write things down. I like to have a schedule. I like to have a calendar because I know that if I don't write it down, it's not going to probably get done. And I also feel great when I get to mark it off. And if that's you, I really encourage you. If it's not you, I do tell, just do what you need to do to make sure that you stick with your plan. Again, plan to succeed. And so we just find that when you write it in your schedule, you're more likely to do it than if you just say, I'm going to work out. Well, when are you going to work out? What time are you going to work out? How are you going to get that workout in without distractions? For me, I have to get my workout done in the morning because if I don't, things just happen. And by the end of the day, afternoon, evening, I'm tired. I don't want to get it in. So if I get it in the morning, even if I don't want to get up, I don't want to do it, once I've done it, I feel amazing and it's done and nothing else in the day can get in my way. So I encourage you to do the same. Another thing is share, share, share. Share your struggles, share what's difficult, share where you're struggling, share your encouragements with other people, share where you're successful, share what things worked. Share on the Facebook page, share with your family and your friends. I said I'm a therapist, and one of the things that we tell people who are trying to make a change, addicts, people who are really struggling in one area of their life and they want to make a change, is you need to share it with those closest to you that you trust so that they can keep you accountable. So if you have those people in your life, your friends and your family, and they're not doing it with you, but you know that they will help keep you accountable, share this with them so that whenever you're struggling on a day, you can say, oh my gosh, I don't want to do it today. And they can say, get your butt in gear and let's go. Or they know you best and they know how to encourage you to get motivated and get your workout in and to eat healthy. If your spouse is not willing to do this with you, at least share how important this is with your spouse. So that whenever they're eating one thing, they're not, really pressuring you to eat that same thing, and they don't bug you about making the choices that you're making. Let those around you know how important it is so you don't feel the peer pressure to eat the things that aren't on your list, the things that aren't good for you. Just be willing to share those. I really encourage you guys, please be active in this group. Share on the Facebook page. Please don't be a sideliner where you're listening and you're watching and you're liking everybody else's posts where they're vulnerable and where they're sharing, but you don't share a thing. It's kind of like going to a gym and swiping your card, but never showing face. Be there, swipe your card and get on the treadmill next to somebody and talk to them. Get them encouraged. And obviously there's no treadmill, but do the 21 Day Fix, show up on the page and encourage those people around them. Don't just like it, comment. If someone's having a bad day, say something that lifts them up. If you're having a bad day, post that so somebody else can lift you up. If you don't feel like working out, post it so that someone else can help encourage you to work out. That is what these challenge groups are about. It's about creating a community of people that have the same desire and the same goal as you, and being there for one another. If you're not there and you're just liking everything, you're going to be less likely to succeed than if you were actually active in the group. So I want to encourage you to do that. And last thing, don't give up. Autumn Calabrese says, if you're tired of starting over, stop quitting. I love that when she says that in her videos. It's totally true. I hear people all the time say, oh my gosh, I've got to get back into this. I've got to start eating right again. I've got to start working out again. I know I've got to start doing this. I've got to. And in my mind, I'm thinking, why did you quit? I have been faithfully working out since I think my senior year of college in 1999. And I don't go without it. I literally have not stopped. Through pregnancies, after pregnant, I just don't, because I wake up and I know that that's a part of my day, and it will always be a part of my life. And I would feel horrible if it just couldn't be a part of my life. Eating healthy has been a part of my life, really healthy, for the last 2 to 3 years. And I can't imagine it being any different. You guys need to get to that point where what you are doing on a regular basis, the eating healthy and the working out, it's not something that you do to wear a certain swimsuit or to fit in a certain dress size or to go to a certain event. It's something you do because it's the right thing to do for you. And it's going to make you feel healthy, you're going to be healthy, and you're going to love who you are because you do it. So I want to encourage you guys, stick with this 21 days. Encourage those who love you and those you love and your friends and family to do this too. Do it with you. And if it can't be in this one, ask them to join the next one with you. And so I just want to encourage you guys. I'm excited about the next 21 days, and I'm really excited to have you in this program. Don't give up. Be determined and consistent and dedicated to stick with it. If you're struggling, reach out, talk to someone. That's what all the coaches are in here for, and the other challengers are in here to be a group, to be a family, to help you stick with it. Thanks, and I look forward to working with you. Let's go. Let's do this. 21 days, guys, to make new habits.
Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.